Something is really wrong with this car. It's dying really fast now. Light's not even coming on the dome light. Gotta jump it again. Kind of feel like it was doing this before I even did the alternator. That's what's making me think it's not that. Just jump it, the alternator would keep it going. But I feel like this whole time it was something else draining it out. And the alternator wasn't really charging it like it was supposed to, but it's kind of doing what it's doing now. Battery just gets so low and it's having a hard time charging it back up again, and that's what my last alternator was doing. I guess it was maintaining the drained battery, and that's kind of what this one's doing right now. So I got a feeling it's not even anything to do with my alternator or my fuse box. It's only at 11 volts. I don't even know if that's gonna start back up. I'm not 100% sure. That wouldn't be good if I get stuck here. That's kind of crazy. The battery is sitting at 2.8 volts right now. It should be 12 volts at least. 2.8 volts. That is so low. Nothing. This car is dead. It won't even unlock. What's going on, guys? I think I might have pinpointed what is draining the car out. I've been unplugging my intercooler pump every time I go to park the car. So I'm pretty sure that's it. I'm not 100% sure, but now ever since I started unplugging the intercooler pump when I parked it at night and I come out to start it again, it's not draining the battery anymore. So I'm like 99% sure that's what it is. Somebody said it might be like a relay that's getting stuck on with the intercooler pump. I'm not really sure how they work, if it's getting, you know, relay power or it's getting direct power from the battery. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll have to do a little bit more research. But for now, I'm just going to keep unplugging the intercooler pump and maybe just buy a new one, like a GT500 brushless pump, because I heard that those work pretty good for these cars too. So that might be something that I might need to look into. But yeah, it could be the relay or something like that, because the intercooler pump works fine. I don't know if you've seen in my last video where there's like a little leak coming out of the cap, so it might have something to do with that. Maybe it's like, you know, coming on and off and not working like 100% of the time. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that, but for right now I'm just going to keep unplugging it, and I'm still probably going to take it up to the shop on Wednesday and see if they can really pinpoint what it is with the intercooler pump, because I'm not 100% sure what's going on with that right now. So I'm just getting back from Carlisle. That was yesterday. This is the very next day after that awesome show I had up there with those Terminators. It was something else, guys. Seeing all those cars together like that. I've never seen that many Terminators in one spot. Never seen that many Mustangs in one spot. It was insane. Had to be, you know, 10,000 Mustangs in general, probably even more than that. I'm sitting in the back of the AutoZone parking lot because I had to pick up some stuff. So, see what car's pulling up. A crappy van. But anyway, I got a couple mods I'm going to show you guys. I just did one mod. You guys that follow me on Instagram might have already seen what mod it is, but I'll show you guys real quick. And I bought something from Carlisle, PA that you guys might really think is cool. It's going to change this car a lot for me. I'll show you guys those mods right now. Don't mind how dirty the car is right now. It is disgusting because I drove it all the way up there, 2.5 hours in the rain to get to Carlisle. I added a 2-step to the car. Just make it, you know, a little bit more fun to rev and drive and stuff. I don't really launch the car from a dead stop, but I like to rev the car and show it off, so I decided to throw that on there. I know people say the 2-step might mess up your timing setup and stuff like that, but I don't hit it that often. Very seldomly, you know, whenever I go to car meets or someone really wants to hear it. I think the supercharger with the 2-step, I've seen videos of them, how they you know, a usual car just sounds, you know, like a regular two-step, but this makes some cool noises when it's two-stepping. It's like repeating the same noise, like wee 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 wee. You know what I'm talking about if you've seen it before. I'll get you guys to hear it in a little bit, but right now there's a bunch of cars pulling up and I don't want to make a scene right now. I'll definitely show you guys in this video what it sounds like from the front and from the back, just so you guys know. It's set at like 3,300 RPM right now, and with my 99 Mustang, I have a video on how to install this if you guys want to know how to install it. It's the same exact video it's way down on my list of videos, how to install a two-step on your 99 Cobra. It's basically the same exact way on this. I was able to get it underneath the valve cover things again, the coil covers I mean, so it all fits in there, but it's, you know, it's a little hard to finagle it in there. It's a little tough. It took me like an hour or so, but it was fairly simple. There's only one wire that taps in down to the clutch activator switch, so that's about it. And yeah, I'll let you guys hear this in a second, but for right now, while all these people are pulled up, I think I'm just gonna, you know, show you this other mod I got going on that I bought from Carlisle. I don't want to really make a scene right now with all these people out here, so don't mind how dirty the car is, guys. It's hella dirty right now, but go ahead and take a guess what you think it is before I open this trunk. It's something really cool, guys. You ready? We got the 9901 Cobra taillights from my buddy, That Carbon Cobra, on Instagram. I think his name's Vinny. He did me a solid and sold me his taillights for a pretty decent price. And the condition that these taillights are in, man, I think I got a pretty decent price on them. For what these are, with the harness, got all the tabs, you know. So these tabs usually break off. There's two right there. These things are in immaculate condition. They could be cleaned up just a little bit from the dust from behind, but besides that, man, these things are amazing looking. They're gonna look so good on this car. You can see I got all this stuff. These are all the things you're gonna need to run the taillights. You know, it's got some 16 gauge wire, some wire taps, and this is the flasher unit. It replaces your flasher unit that's in your car right now. You stir that in replace of it, because it makes these taillights flash a little slower. But look at these things, guys. Amazing condition, guys. They got, you know, the tabs on them on this one too. The harness looks really good still. Yeah. It's just a little dusty, but sometimes they crack up here. They got no cracks at all. They're amazing condition. It's really hard to find these in this good condition. Usually they're going for, if you've seen the prices online for these things, they go for a pretty good amount. And usually the chrome's all faded in the corners on one of them or something, and they just don't look as good as these do. And yeah, I think these look amazing, guys. There's no fading in the chrome at all, and they're super bright still. They're gonna look awesome with this car. I already started taking my little, you know, my trunk stuff apart, so I'll be able to do this video for you guys real quick, show you how to install these, and it's pretty simple. You replace your regular 99 to 04 Mustang taillights. Pretty simple to replace these. So I'll get started on that, show you guys what they look like when they're all installed, because it's gonna look great. Man, it's gonna look great on this car. That's the one last final touch I want to do with the exterior of this car's, you know, just something to make it pop a little bit more. Then I'm going to get my mufflers maybe next week, the week after, and this car is going to sound exactly how I want it to. It'll sound even cooler with this two-step on it once I get those mufflers too. It sounds pretty awesome. Let's get on this install, guys. Alrighty, boys, I got one side of the taillights out. I just wanted to go over this really quickly because I wasn't really sure about how to do this. You see these grommets? I wasn't really sure how to get these out because I've never seen anyone take these out before. But what you got to do is, you know, get your taillight all loosened up so it can, you know, just basically pull out like that. And
you can like kind of grab this rubber a little bit and pull on it and like pinch it on this side, so the rubber goes inside the hole. You push it to the outside of the car, and this whole grommet should come out that way. All you really need to do is just connect this harness right here. I just started pulling on the top of this, you know, pushing it in there, and it just comes right out like that, guys. Just so you guys know. Old taillights are out, new taillights going in. You know, I'm really beginning to start hating where I live, because it's either hot as crap or it's fucking raining. No in between. It's either hot as crap or raining, and it's getting annoying. Oh man. So it started pouring on me, so I just started doing it in the car. So might as well. This is my old harness off my old taillights. There are only 4 prongs inside here, and the new harness this is the export taillight, has 5 wires coming out of it. So this is kind of how you want to do it. You can use different types of connectors if you want, but you start matching these up accordingly. This orange and orange on the old taillight harness, they both go into one connector, and then they go into, you know, the color accordingly is orange. So 2 goes into that one, the brown, the black, and the black and red. But there's one that's green. This one, I'm pretty sure it goes to your regular 3rd brake light, so you can have regular brakes. And there's a green underneath this dash under here that you need to cut, so your taillights don't light up the turn signals when you hit the brake, because if you hit the brakes, these orange lights will light up on the corner instead of your regular brakes. And then you got to install the flasher unit. I'll show you that when I get to it. It's under there, under the dash. That's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the other taillight, splicing it up like this. Alright, now that your taillight harness is all wired up and you got them, you know, double orange to the singular orange, brown to brown, black to black, black and red to black and red, you got this extra green. That extra green is going to go to your 3rd brake light, and I'll do that last. But the next thing you want to do after you got your 4-prong harness on here now on both of the taillights is we're going to do this export flasher unit. I already got my old one taken off. It's still sitting up there under the dash, but here's this little, you know, the thing that the flasher unit goes into. It's right here. It goes pretty much right above your OBD2 sensor thing. This clip has a clip on here. It is really, really hard to get off, and people don't talk about that. There's this you know, steering column, then the mounting bracket for it right next to your fuse panel, and there's these wires right here that go into this little plug. You want to interrupt that green wire all the way on the end. Can't really point to it, but it's right there. You want to interrupt that green wire somehow. I'm just going to snip it and leave enough slack so I can, you know, re-splice it if I want to or something like that, but I'm just going to snip it. Alrighty guys, for this last part, you just need to come back in your trunk area right next to this thing right here. There's these wires that come down, should have a tag on it. If not, it's just mounted right here, right on the side. You just pull this plug out. I already unplugged it. There's 6 wires on here. You want to tap into the darkest green one, and I already got some 16 gauge wire ran. I ran it like this, so there's a little bit of slack here to tap it into this green one I got on this side, and I ran it all the way through this metal right here and just sticking out over here, and I'll tap it into this green one on this side that's hanging out over there, and that should be it. What's nice to use for something like this is a little T-tap. That's what I'm using. I'm just gonna slide, you know, the new wire on this side, the old wire goes in the outside. You just slide it right on there and then pinch it down as hard as you can get it, make a good connection, so you don't have to cut this, you know what I mean? You just have to slide it in there, pinch it down. It should make a good connection. So go ahead and connect the rest of these green ones to this red wire, and that'll be it, I'm pretty sure. Let's see how they work. Alrighty guys, I went around and taped up all my connections. You don't really probably have to, but I like to, just to be safe. You never really know with electricity. There's a reason they wire loom everything in the whole car, you know what I mean? A bunch of moving stuff, and you don't really want anything happening. So I just went around and taped every connection I could have, everything I did. Plugged all the taillights back in with the original harness connection. Plugged, you know, my third brake light thing back in after I T-tapped it in there. And I think now's the grand test to see if it works right. Final look, guys. I just gave it a wash. It's a little dirty, so I'll show you guys that they work. It looks so good, guys. I like it a lot. I'll show you guys that they work real quick. My turn signals on and everything, and I'll hit you guys with a two-step. These days I just won't drive it for like, you know, 2 or 3 days or something like that with the intercooler unplugged, and hopefully by then I can figure out, you know, what it is. I think it's just the pump. Maybe I can get the relay tested if I can find out where it is and take it somewhere, and maybe they can test it and see if it's good still or something like that. Maybe I can figure that out myself, test it myself. I'm pretty sure, guys, like 99% sure it's the intercooler pump, because when I unplug the intercooler pump and leave it sit all night, I've been volt testing the battery, and when it's plugged in, the last time it was plugged in all night, it was at like 3 volts, 4 volts the battery was. And then I tested it without the intercooler pump plugged in, it was like 12.9 volts without the intercooler plugged in all night. So I'm pretty sure that's what it is, guys. Yeah, one thing at a time, guys, one thing at a time. We're slowly figuring everything out. It'll be alright. Carlisle was fun, had a great time up there. I wish there was more events like that, you know. I'll be up there next year probably. Maybe I'll be able to stay the whole weekend next year. Saturday is the day I went, and that's usually the best day because it's, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And yeah, I think for Saturday is, you know, the best day to go. It's the middle of the event. So if you guys like these types of videos, please tap that like, share, subscribe. Everything's appreciated, guys. If you guys can guess how much I paid for the Ambers, let's go ahead and leave the comment down below and I'll say yes or no. So I'll see you in the next one, boys. Peace out. Thanks for watching.